So I've been putting it off for a couple days, but I've decided that I'm finally going to repair the Xbox One controller that I finally got parts for. And thought I'd walk you guys through it as I did it. So first we're going to take off the casing that is just snaps on. The easiest way to do this is to start from the outside, put a pick in, and then go to the inside, and it just pops right off like that. Sometimes it unexpectedly hits you where you don't want it to. So we're going to find the right bits. It took me a little bit longer than this to actually find the ones that would work, but it turned out to be a size 8 Torx security screw for the 5 screws that hold the case on. You're going to have to take out the batteries and get underneath that sticker there to get the 5th center one out. I didn't know that right away. I had to look it up on the YouTubes because it's not terribly obvious. But once you get that out, you can separate the bottom case from the top case and remove the controller module from the casing altogether. Then you just got to slide off 2 little knobs to get the bumpers off of the PCB, and you'll trade in your size 8 Torx security screw for a size 5 Torx security screw to separate the bottom PCB from the top PCB, so you can turn it over and get at those analog sticks, brother. You have to apply a little pressure to get the 2 boards apart because they are seated into one another, and then you can flip them over after you remove the rumble motors. And instead of getting into soldering and actually replacing the entire analog stick module, I decided I would cannibalize one of the new analog sticks for the piece that I suspected had actually gone bad. So I'm not positive, but I just want to go over the way I suspect this works. So you've got these 3 pins that are soldered onto the board. You'll notice that this is sprung, and there are 2 different bands of metal that are sprung at different tensions, and one's further out than the other. So this sets in there. So you move the stick, you see this flat doodad. It's a technical term. As you rotate the stick, these rotate with it. And the center part is sprung and makes constant contact with the inner band here. And then these outer rings make contact with the outer points here. And as you rotate, the top one makes contact first with this strip here. And then the bottom one makes contact to create an even higher voltage. And the controller is programmed to read the increase of voltage to more movement, which is why you're able to like walk if you push a little bit and run if you push all the way down on these. Again, this is all just a hypothesis on how I expect these work based on what little information I have on them. Oof. My hands are not what they once were, considering I don't have full range of motion with this one after I broke these 3 fingers. So I drop things a lot. I'm guessing that the tension on this one is messed up because it's so minute. It needs to be so exact or it just doesn't work. The way it sets in there, it has free reign to rotate, and then the green piece locks into the housing so that as you push, the black piece rotates. Oh, you see, maybe my theory is wrong on why it's not working well. If you look at this white one, it pops right back into place when you let go. Completely parallel with the stick. When I rotate this way, you notice how it doesn't go completely up and down when I come back. It kind of gets stuck on the way back, which is why it reads the input as a constant rather than on, off, on, off. It's on, slightly still on, but it's not going all the way to the off position. Again, this is just how I expect these things work. I'm not entirely sure, just guessing. But I'm guessing with an expertise in electronics. I can't put expertise in air quotes because my hands are busy, but like by expertise in electronics, I mean I fixed printers. I would say that like printers are to electronics as LiveJournal is to social media. Anywho. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. So I replaced the sensor in the analog stick. Hopefully this will fix it and I won't have to do any soldering. but there's only one way to find out. I haven't actually put it all the way back together, just in case I need to take it apart again. Why bother putting the casing? By putting the plastic snap-ons. Controller still works. I'm able to do things. So far, so good. We're going to go into settings, accessories. I think it's this one. Yep. See, what was happening before is I would tap the L button and then it would do that. Even after I let go, you could see that the L button is currently being pressed. L button, left stick. The left stick up and down movement is what was compromised. It appears, I fixed that son-of-a-bitch. I don't fixed it. Didn't have to do any soldering or nothing. Good times. Let the good times roll. Let the good times roll. Now I have two controllers that work. No big deal.